come with me to the rolling sea while the weather's calm and still. And we'll have some fun and laughter with the adventures of Portland Bill.
This is my lighthouse on the Guillemot Rock. One day, Ross was having a terrible time trying to scrub the steps clean, while Cromarty and Dogger tried to catch a fish for tea. Gosh, puffed Ross. It'll take ages to get this moss off. I'll be here till next week at this rate. I wish I could help you, yawned Cromarty. But I'm busy right now. Busy relaxing, if you ask me. Oh, I am I? Snapped Cromarty. You just wait until tea. We'll see who's been relaxing when I show you how many fish I've got. Those two, always bickering. They were so busy arguing, they failed to notice the weather had changed, for the worse. And that's when I popped me head out the door. Come on, you two. There's a storm brewing. You best get inside, quick. I'm off to light the light. And so they bundled up their things and rushed inside. Oh, here, Ross, you get that. And don't forget, hey, get this one here. Slamming the door behind them. Phew, puffed Cromarty. Did you get everything, Ross? Let's see, bucket, mop, fishing line, Dogger. Where's Dogger? Quick, Ross, the door. Ah, there he is. Oh, Dogger, thank goodness you're safe. Aye, laughed Cromarty. And thanks for saving my sou'wester. The storm was at its height, but our lamp was shining bright, and there was nothing more to be done. So I made us all a nice cup of tea. You know, I says, in the old days, we used to call this sort of storm a good news storm. How can it be a good news storm? Cried Ross. The wind's so strong it nearly blew us off our feet. Aye, agreed Cromarty. And what about all that thunder and lightning? Just you wait, I said. It's a good news storm, all right. I'm sure of that. Oh, by the way, Cromarty, how many fish did you catch? None. Not a one. Thanks to your good news storm. How about you, Ross? I said. Did you clean the moss off the steps? Afraid not, Bill, sighed Ross. I'm beginning to wonder if those steps will ever be finished. Well, I don't know about the steps being finished, but the storm certainly is, I smiled. Let's go outside.
Diddly-I-die-die, diddly-diddly-I-die, diddly-um-die, diddly-I-die. Diddly-I-die-die, diddly-diddly-I-dum, diddly-um-die-die, diddly-I-die.
When we stepped out onto the rock, Ross couldn't believe his eyes. Jumping jellyfish! The storm has washed the steps clean! Hey, oh look, cried Cromarty. The net I left out is full of fish. You were right, Bill. It was a good news storm. It's done all our work for us. Well, of course, they thought the good news was that they'd get the rest of the day off. But I soon put them right. The good news is for me, because you, Cromarty, can run all the way up and turn the light off, while you, Ross, can cook the fish for my supper. Now that's what I call good news. Come on, Dogger. I'll take you for a walk.
I'm rowing to the mainland. It's a lovely sunny day. And as I row, I like to sing. It helps me on my way. I'll do a spot of fishing to see what I can catch. A message in a bottle or a tasty silverfish. Row my boat, sing my song. I'm rowing to the mainland, I'll get there before long.
When is the sea like a restaurant? I don't know. When is the sea like a restaurant? When it's full of fish and chips. Ships, you see.
Row my boat, sing my song. I'm rowing to the mainland, I'll get there before long.
How about another story? It was a lovely sunny seaside day, and I was in McGillicuddy when Eddie asked me to look after his shop while he went on his deliveries. It won't take long, Bill. Grandma Tyree is due back any moment now, and then she'll take over. Ah, that's all right, Eddie, I said. You get going. Oh, my. That's a fine kettle you've got there. Yes, isn't it? Smiled Eddie. Look, it's got a special type of whistle that plays a tune when the water's boiling. I'm just off to deliver it to Mrs. Lundy. Oh, right-o then, Eddie. Bye-bye. Now, when Eddie arrived at Mrs. Lundy's cottage and gave her the special kettle, she was so pleased with it that she wanted to try it out at once. Would you like a cup of tea? Why, yes, said Eddie. That would be very nice. Thank you. And so Mrs. Lundy went off to use her new kettle. Well, Eddie hadn't been waiting long when Finisterre, the crofter, turned up. He was taking Boomer, his prize bull, to the pasture.
Hello, Eddie,
said Finisterre.
have you got any of my favourite toffees in the shop yet?
Yes, a new batch came in this morning.
Oh, that's good.
Smiled Finisterre.
I'll just pop along and buy a bag now. Will you hold Boomer for a while? If he gives you any trouble, just whistle a tune. He loves music. It's really as good as gold. Back soon.
And with that, Finisterre rushed off to get his toffees. Now, Eddy Stone may be McGillicuddy's shopkeeper, mayor, policeman, postman, meter man, and waterboard inspector. But one thing he's not, and that's a whistler. In fact, he couldn't whistle to save his life, which was a problem, because Boomer started to get playful. Easy, boy. Whoa, Boomer, come back. Please, Boomer. Well, Boomer was very keen on vegetables. And everybody knows that Mrs. Lundy has the best vegetable garden in McGillicuddy. So Boomer decided to take a closer look. And there was nothing Eddie could do about it. Ah! What's that creature doing on my vegetable patch? Mrs. Lundy, Finisterre left me in charge of him, but he, do you know any good tunes? Music quietens him down. Oh, yes, all right. La la da dee, do do, oh, no! Now he's going to eat up my prize cabbage. Well, just then, Mrs. Lundy's special kettle came to the boil. Oh, thank goodness, cried Eddie. Someone's whistling a tune. But Mrs. Lundy just laughed. No one's whistling, Eddie. That's my new kettle. Well, said Eddie, it certainly made Boomer happy. Come on, boy, this way. Well, Finisterre and I walked back to Mrs. Lundy's cottage, and there was old Boomer the bull quietly grazing in the lane.
I told you he was no trouble, didn't I, Eddie? Said Finisterre. Come on, Boomer. Time we were off.
No trouble? Cried Eddie. He nearly ate up Mrs. Lundy's prize vegetable garden. And if it wasn't for her whistling kettle, well... Just then, Mrs. Lundy came out. The kettle's on for another cuppa. Well, I tried to warn her, but it was too late. The special kettle started whistling. Oh, no, cried Eddie. He's back. And in charged Boomer, dragging poor old Finisterre right smack into the middle of Mrs. Lundy's prize vegetable patch. Well, I said to Mrs. Lundy, I think you'd better give your whistling kettle to old Boomer there. And do you know, she didn't take a lot of persuading.
Oh, come with me to the rolling sea while the weather's calm and still, and we'll have some fun and laughter with the adventures of Portland Bill.